Guys, Matt Hobbs has left our club. Make sure you come back at the end. It's said to be by mutual consent. But we've been recording a video today about that. So stay tuned for that. I'll be back at the end with a final thought. So Wolves fans, another day and another story developing. It is going to be such a fascinating summer. We've been talking about players going. We've been talking about players coming in, but one thing we didn't expect would be our sporting director potentially leaving. Yes, that's the reports that have been coming out today about Matt Hobbs, Wolves sporting director, who looks as if he's going to be moving on in the summer. There is question marks about whether or not it's a sacking. But the main point from this is that the role of sporting director seems to be dissipating. And interestingly, as I'm outside one of the oldest building in around the Pantheon, probably those that you will recognise that a new broom and change is coming to Wolves. So yeah, just in the Vatican now, guys, as you can see. Don't say that I don't do a bit of tour guiding for you when I'm doing these videos. So Matt Jackson looks like stepping up to get more involved with the signings. As I say, Vitor Pereira going to get more involvement, but there has been some more breaking news today, which is quite interesting. That Wolves are apparently in talks for Domenico, hope I've said that right, Teti, to come in as technical director, not sporting director, which is quite interesting. He's previously worked at a few clubs, including Verona, Sampdoria, but he also worked with Vitor Pereira when he was in Saudi in Al Shabab. So that's been breaking today as well. So there's a major restructure going on at Wolves. We're going to see the Mendes influence come back. Valdir will have more of an input, and it looks like they're bringing in this technical director as well. So it's quite interesting to see. We're going to go and get some views of Sensational Stan in a minute, so stay tuned for that. So, and with Sensation, we are in an amazing, beautiful St. Peter's Basilica. It is massive, it is amazing. I think Matt Hobbs is probably saying some prayers.
His prayers weren't answered in the word.
I know, it's funny, we were saying yesterday, when we were doing a video yesterday, the transfer window doesn't go well. He'll be facing the Lions at the Coliseum. Yeah. And a day on, and it looks as though he's on his way out. And this Domenico Teti, I don't know if I said his first name right, is coming in, who's worked with Vitor Pereira. What's your initial thoughts on that, Stan?
Well, he's worked with him before, hasn't he? Victor, so Vitor. So it's probably a good match, and you can see that they must be giving him some prevalence, because if you look at it from the point of view that he's getting a say about who's going to come in, whereas Hobbs has done it in the past. Yeah, and we've had some real disasters, haven't we? Like so.
We have, but we've had some really good ones. I mean, Andre Gomez. I mean, I've met Hobbs. He came and supported the Content Creators Cup. He's a nice enough chap. I think the thing is the mistakes, the 4-year contract with Gary O'Neill, the signing of Sam Johnson, and it feels like that maybe Fosun, Chairman Guo, have woken up and wants to shake things up. What worked in the past under Nuno?
A different perspective, isn't it?
What worked under the past when we got to 7th and the whole thing under Nuno? We worked with a manager that had a vision that embraced the club. We had Valdir, Mendes, Gestitute working closely. They brought in the likes of Mendes. Martinho, Neves, Patricio and the likes. They brought in a whole new thing, and it seems like we're switching back a little bit to that. I'm sure still we'll still be linked and still be using the other things that we've built up over the last years, but it feels like a big change of structure and a change of setup, and hopefully a change of ambition, Stan.
Well, you can't completely cut yourself adrift. You've got to rely on some stalwarts and move forward. It's better that he's gone now before the transfer window.
You're on about Cunha?
No, I'm on about Hobbs.
Hobbs, yeah.
Yeah, because then the only people that are responsible for whatever happens in the future are the people that are picking the replacements now. So it gives it a solid base then that they are going to be masters of their own destiny. So good for them.
And, you know, whatever, we haven't had any official announcement from Wolves just yet with regards to Matt Hobbs. You know, he's had successes, he's been with the club for about 10 years, he's worked his way all the way up to sporting director. It does appear like they're going to, this new guy, Teti, is going to come in, if he does come in, as a technical director, which I think probably not as much power as a sporting director. And obviously we're going to have to wait to see how this pans out. The only thing that Wolves fans really care about, Stan, is are we going to come out the window in a much stronger position than we went into it? Two players have already gone. Aït-Nouri might be going, others will be going. It's all about what they bring in, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So we need some possibly 3 good players. So the search is on now, and then we've got to beat the other clubs in both money and offer. You know, you can't be half-hearted in what you're going to offer these players to come to you. And if you're going to do anything, you're going to have to put the money on the table. Absolutely.
And Vitor Pereira looks as if he's going to have a very big say in that. Obviously, we'll monitor this situation here on Always Wolves Fan TV. It's going to be a busy old summer. But from Vatican City, from St. Peter's, we've said a little prayer for Wolves making Europe next year with little candle. And let's hope that comes to pass. But stay tuned. I hope you've enjoyed this little something a bit different. We like to, if we're going to do these things and we're out and about, we show you a little bit of history. I mean, absolutely. I'll put a little bit of video on there for you now to have a look at of the outside. But until the next one from me and Sensation, always Wolves. By the way, do you like his shirt? You got chatted up earlier, didn't you?
So, yeah, I've got a date. A gentleman asked me to go to the disco with him early this morning.
He did as well. I think we need to get the metro back and go for something to eat.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Always Wolves. And you got your disco date, so you need to get back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Look, final thought, Matt Hobbs has been gone. He said it's by mutual consent. It feels a bit more than mutual consent to me. I don't think Matt Hobbs generally would have been looking to go, but it's the sort of thing they say, by mutual consent. Look, it's a fast-moving situation. They're working on this deal to bring the new guy in, so stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications for that, and leave your thoughts in the comment section below on all of today's news in regarding the departure of sporting director Matt Hobbs.